About to tear the roof off.
Get ready to light it up tonight.
The National Basketball Association and the Golden State Warriors are committed to a safe and enjoyable start. Be afraid from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, attempting to get the court or interrupt play or using.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the first matchup of the NBA Cup. There is a lot of excitement in this building tonight. And on tap tonight, it's the Golden State Warriors. And for both these teams, it's game one of the NBA Cup. Chance to notch a regular season win and, more importantly, start strong in this group round.
Yeah, it's important to gain some early momentum because you can be out of this in a hurry. We've seen good teams blink, and they're gone.
And tonight marks the start of the NBA Cup for MP. I know a major goal for him is winning this competition, making a statement to the rest of the NBA.
Well, when you look at the Cup, you almost have to win this first game to advance out of the group stage. So MP has made it a point to get his teammates ready, imploring them to treat this like a playoff game. I'm excited to see how they come out.
Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Big men on the floor for him. It'll be Washington and Gafford. The star backcourt, Doncic and Irving are the guard set. And it's Exum in at the 3 spot. All right, let's hand it over to David Aldridge, who has a report on MP.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, MP certainly has his heart set on winning this NBA Cup. I asked him why it was so important to him, and he said it'll show just how strong this team is, that we're competitors, that we're must-watch basketball this season. MP certainly sounds committed to this tournament. Guys?
We all love the NBA Cup, don't we? And I bet his coach loves hearing his player MP say that as much as we do. Thank you, David. Young. He gets it in there. MP's got 5.
Showing a lot of muscle on the interior. MP unaffected by the defense there.
Irving a screen on Curry. Pass to Irving. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Their last win put them into double digits with 10 in a row. Wow. Quite a stretch.
Just playing really solid basketball right now. They're trusting each other more out there and attacking as a group. They're a fist, not individual fingers, which has made them tough to beat.
The corner 3 by Kyrie. That's a nice ring to it.
Clark, Kyrie Irving has got to be as skilled a player as we've seen in the NBA.
Well, I tell you what, I don't know if I've ever seen a better layup maker than him. And I played against Isaiah Thomas and read about Nate Archibald and some of the other great small ball guards. But, man, this kid, Kyrie Irving, well, young man now, 50, 40, 90 on a season. And a lot of times he's making acrobatic layups against 6'9", and 7-foot guys. Special.
That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. He's got 14.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Outside Irving. Again, Irving missing.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
The 3 from MP. The offensive rebound. Beyond the arc. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Exum passes to Doncic. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him. Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Looney's checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. Heald comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. On the wing, Thompson, guarded by Kerr. Thompson dishes to Doncic. Gallus, no good that time either.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Big man on the floor for him. It'll be Washington and Gafford. Thompson is out there with Doncic. And it's Exum in at the small forward position. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks, guys. Well, after their three-point shooting abandoned them in the finals, the Mavericks have addressed that shortcoming in a major way, acquiring one of the Splash Brothers, Klay Thompson. Klay is eager for a fresh start and an opportunity, I'm told, to add another ring to his championship resume. This should be a match made in heaven.
Without a doubt. Shams Charania with the report. Hey, Shams, thanks.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
MP with it, now defended by Exum. And here's Young from the arc. Good again. He's on tonight, 9 for 13 shooting.
There was fire in MP's eyes when he let that shot go. And you knew when it left his hands, it was good.
Here's Washington. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Like we were just talking, P.J. Washington has improved his defense, hasn't he?
He really has been intentional about getting better at that end of the floor. And, you know, he always had a good foundation for potentially being an outstanding defender, but then he put the work in. You know, he does a great job with his positioning. He's got excellent positional size, and because of all of that in his work, he's a versatile defender now that can make an impact at that end of the floor.
Irving's checked in for Klay Thompson. Washington hits them both. Greg, since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals, the Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46 and 36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
And we may have an injury here that does not look good.
And boy, when you see someone hurting like this, it's always scary.
You're exactly right. I mean, with the way it looks, what we have to hope for now is that somehow it's not a long-term issue.
Looney's checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. Warriors leading by 11. Outside, Kuminga. Back to Young. Here's the screen. MP working it inside.
And that was good defense there, but in the end, MP's offense just a little better.
Doncic against MP. Offline with his 3. Good work there as it goes. That's now 32 points for MP.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
MP has been leading the charge for the Golden State Warriors. And his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. Back right after this.
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it all down, and through the first half of play, it's a very commanding lead for the Golden State Warriors.
Well, obviously, they saw a weakness they wanted to exploit. Ran their guys to the offensive glass with great success, Jack.
And now, not a bad time to take a look at the schedule ahead.
And for that...
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
The athletic front court pair. Wiggins alongside Kuminga. Young is out there with Curry. And it's Looney in at the 5 down low. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. With the rise of positionless basketball, Clark, this has to be the most difficult era to be a center.
I would not disagree with that, quite honestly. I mean, they're asked to do a lot. I mean, if they're not elite rim runners as centers and shot blockers, they've got to be able to shoot and shoot from the perimeter, not just in the low post. And they still have to be able to finish around the basket. I think the biggest thing is they have to cover more ground defensively because how the game is played offensively with a lot of movement and pick and roll.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. The Mavericks have been much improved defensively. Coach Jason Kidd says when you're leaning on Luka offensively to deliver, and he does, you have to be able to cover him. Not just him, but Kyrie. The focus on playing defense and protecting one another is at a high right now. It can't just be 3 guys. It has to be all 5. Kevin?
It is, David. You're right. It's a team game. Now an update on Trace Jackson-Davis from David Aldridge. David, what'd you find out?
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with the Warriors' head athletic trainer. And guys, unfortunately, he has a collapsed lung. Obviously, that's very bad news. Now, it's an unfortunate blow to them so early on in the season. See how this team responds moving ahead. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Well, you look at these role players the Mavs have, Clark. They've done a great job.
They really have, Kevin. I mean, the front office identified who the players were that could best play with their core stars. Needed defenders and guys that could catch and shoot the 3. They went out and loaded up the roster with those perfectly fitting role players.
Curry passes to MP. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Mavericks trail by 18. Doncic kicks to Washington. On the wing, Irving. Washington finds Irving. Shoots over Curry. A nice shot by Irving. Irving's got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, he's doing everything he can. At this point, the rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
Golden State moving it around. Here's Curry with the 3. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
The with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Different look here for the Warriors. Anderson, he's checked in for Looney. Hield comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. Podziemski, he's checked in for Stephen Curry. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for MP. The team averaging 8 points a game. Dallas making a switch here.
Good time.
And here are the Mavericks now. On the court for the Mavericks. The star backcourt, Doncic and Irving are the guard set. Big men on the floor formerly Washington and Gafford. And it's Exum in at the small forward. Gafford passes to Washington. Dallas again missing.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Washington inside. Kuminga on him. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And that comes off the assist by Exum.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
That one goes. Count it.
MP doing a great job letting the play develop, making the defense pick their poison.
Doncic way outside. Wiggins with the rebound. Warriors leading by 21. On its way from Young for two. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. 47 points for MP.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. Do you think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Anderson, he's checked in for Looney. Gary Payton comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. Fields checked in for Andrew Wiggins. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Stephen Curry. And both free throws good for MP. Clark, when you played, virtually every team had an enforcer. But that is a rare breed, it seems, in today's game.
Yeah, that's a good observation by you, I think, Kevin. I mean, a lot of teams had more than one enforcer back in the early 80s when I was playing. There's less physicality in general in the NBA today. I think that's why you see fewer enforcers, and there's a much greater premium on skill level than the enforcement component that existed in the early 80s and maybe a little beyond that.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Warriors.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
Yeah, I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though. The team coming out on the losing end of game 1 is just that much more motivated to get even in game 2 and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Well, that's another good rebound for him. Hasn't mattered at all that he's given up some inches to a few of the other guys on the floor.
Pass to Hield. High post Young. For 3. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And tonight, not just a regular season win, it also counts in the NBA Cup standing.
And if you look at the teams that advance in